Hello everyone and welcome to another Wizard101 Let's Play series episode. Sorry. Wait, let me try that again. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 94 of the Wizard101 Let's Play series. Last episode, we beat some people up. We beat Ghost Dog. And make sure when you're pronouncing it with the all, or the spaced out letters, so it's Ghost Dog. Today's episode, it looks like we're going to be making it through the beginning of Crescent Beach. When I looked at it, I believe we go up to, I think it's like 3 defeat and collect quests, 3 bosses, and that looks good. It looks like we have, after this episode, there's 2 more episodes of Crescent Beach, it looks like, and then from there we're done with Khrysalis Part 1, which is pretty sick. It is an achievement in of itself. So, today's episode, I don't have any kind of discussion topic in mind. I'm just going to go with the flow. You know, that's what I did with my old episodes, and that's what I'll do with this episode. You know, I've been looking at my old episodes, and it's funny, they're actually doing better than I, thought they were. I haven't really been looking at any of them except for episode 1. And episode 1 has, 1,250 views at this point, which is actually really good. It's gaining, I think, 20 a day, which is... You know, that is a decent amount when you think about it. Not for other people, or other YouTubers, but for me it's decent, you know. Also, that weakness is really annoying. Don't do that. So, yeah, I was looking back on them, you know, because I was curious how many views they had. The second one actually has 250, making it, I think it's top 5 most viewed videos on my channel. Which is funny, because I didn't expect that. Episode 3 is at 170, and then most of Wizard City I think is over 100, which is actually really good. And then obviously you have first episode of Marleybone has a solid 150. Same with the first thing of Crocotopia. It's really interesting to me that they're getting views. I wouldn't expect them to. I don't know. It's just. To me, in my mind, it's always I expect people to watch the first episode and be like, eh. Which, I mean, if you think about it, it's still kind of true because there is still, you know, I don't have 1,200 views on every single video, just that first one. But, yeah, is this a boss? This is a boss, I believe. Let me get this on and that. Perfect. Yeah, so, you know, I've been looking back on those older episodes with, fond memories. It makes me really want to do that again, to go back and do that again. And I know that I have the Duo Let's Play series, but it's honestly not the same. Now, that's not saying it's bad. It's not saying that, Sorry, my whiz froze there for a second. Oh, and I'm stunned, I think. But, it's not to say it's bad, it's just different. You know, I liked the old solo Let's Play series because it was just a kind of way for me to talk about things for, 30 minutes a day. And I think, it would be cool to do it again. I think if I had any idea, if I wanted to become a Wiz channel, what I would do right now is I would get my balance up to the end of the end of Khrysalis, and then from there I would start a new series rather than continuing from Polaris Mirage and Imperia, just because I find myself not having as much fun in these worlds as I did the old worlds, and I think that it would be really fun to experience the old worlds again. I think if I were to do another wizard, I would do, what would I do? Because, I have this balance, the duo's a death, I don't really want to do a myth let's play, because I feel like, Zen Master Blue has, the, I feel like he has the royalties to a myth let's play series, which obviously he doesn't, but I think for me, it's just, you know, I don't know what I would do. A fire I've done a fire. I have a fire, obviously. I've done a fire twice now. I mean, my other fire is only an Avalon, but even then, that's still, you know, more than what I would normally do. A storm, I already have a storm, and soloing a storm would not be fun. It could be fun, but I feel like it wouldn't be. But then again, I feel like a storm could be really interesting. Also, another excuse, I already have a pet for a storm wizard, so I could just, you know, do a storm wizard. I don't know. Really interesting to think about. You know, if I were to do another Let's Play series, I think I would do a storm wizard. To be honest, the only thing I don't like about that is I feel like storm is a very basic bitch thing to pick. You know, everyone and their mother's done a storm wizard. Like, I've obviously done a storm wizard too. It's just, I don't know. I feel like that would be fun for me. I think the main issue with my balance is, obviously, is that he has the weakness where if he goes against a balance enemy, he's basically fucked. Storm doesn't really have that. In street enemies, you know, I can put converts and then Tempest, and like, you know, for a storm, it's always like, the longer you wait, it doesn't matter, because it's just the more powerful you're going to be. It's just lasting that long is, you know, the challenge. And I think, honestly, with a storm, I could probably go further solo than I did on my balance. What did I do solo on my balance? I did from Wizard City up to about mid-Dragonspire. I don't know. I could probably... I feel like I could complete Dragonspire solo in a storm, right? I don't know. But, you know what? Leave in the comments what you guys would think would be interesting if I were to do another one. And again, if I were to do another one, I would do it probably after finishing Chrysalis Part 2. But then again, I don't know. That could take a long time if I don't put my mind to it, you know? And, you know, I just think it would be interesting. So, let me know. I think, what was I thinking? Obviously, since I said I think, I had a thought. I don't know what it is, though. You know, I've always wanted a death, but obviously with the Duo Let's Play series, I have a death. I'm not doing another death. I can't think of what would be interesting. I feel like a life, the problem with a life is that I wouldn't want to heal constantly. I'm not good as a healer. And, you know, tanking is good, but not really for solo. Then again, I don't know as much about it as most people probably do. Someone in the comments might say, I soloed life easily. Which, you know, if you did, good on you. Ice is a no. I'm not doing an ice wizard. I just can't bring myself to do it. So, you know, that would leave the choices to being myth, fire, and storm. Right? Because I'm obviously not going to do another balance. I'm not going to do an ice, and I don't really want to do a life. And then I can't do a death. So yeah, that just leaves a myth, fire, storm. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I honestly don't know. If I had to pick right now, I'd probably pick storm. I feel like storm would be the most interesting, the most beneficial for me, in a way. And I think another reason why I would want to start a new Let's Play series is it would be like the old days where I had the... I had this, what's it called? Like I had a better mindset, not mindset, but, ooh, that's interesting. I got a pip jewel. Can I put a pip jewel on anything? Oh, I can put it on my deck. Hell yeah, I'm putting that on my deck. But, what was I saying? Doesn't matter. Let me enter battle with these guys. I got a Discord notification. What was I? Why am I so absent-minded? I keep kind of forgetting what I was saying. Oh yeah, the old days. Like it would be like the old days. I would be able to crank out 3 episodes at a time rather than, you know, the current once every other day or every 4 day, every week, which you know, was what it was a little bit ago. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I think I'm gonna try to get my balance at least up to the end of Chrysalis Part 1. I think that's my goal right now, which is another 2 episodes. I can do that, and then from there I'll figure out what to do. If you guys, let me know in the comments, would you guys be okay with me stopping at Chrysalis Part 1 and then doing another series, or would you want to see me complete Chrysalis and then do another one? I could also complete Arc 3 and then do another one, but that might be a little bit hard, you know? But I definitely think, like, you know, I could crank out doing all of Wizard City in one day if I wanted to, which is, you know, 4 or 5 episodes. Same with, what's it called? Crocotopia. You know, I could probably do those in, like, one day and have, like, 10 days of videos. Obviously, I probably wouldn't introduce my fire to it. If I had to, I would probably do the kind of a similar thing where, you know, I have my fire, and I would bring him in probably around the same time I did End of Dragonspire to one second, sorry, I got an email. Interesting. That doesn't help me at all. Sorry, it's just something I'm looking at, but the Dock Master.
Who are you? I am.
Yeah, I don't really care. I believe soon we have to find a captain. Hopping mad. Do.
He dashed into that cave.
How many, have I done all 3 defeat and collects? I don't know. Don't know at all. My fire needs to get some wisps before we go into this. There we go. Okay, it looks like this is a boss fight. What quest are we on? We're on Hopping Mad. Yes, which is a boss fight. And then after that, it's the 2 boss fights. Okay, so almost done with this episode. But, not really almost done, but... yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, just... I want you guys to let me know what you would like to see. Obviously, if you guys are like, finish Chrysalis first, that's what I'll do, you know. I won't just go and do it anyway. It's just one of those things, though, where I think it would be really interesting, and, you know, I could get back into the swing of things again with Wiz, because early game is a lot funner to me than late game. It's like, once you get to Azteca, that's when things start going downhill. And I'd hope if I started another Let's Play series, if you think about it, it took me 60 episodes to get to Azteca. 60 episodes is, if you think about it, around 60 days, which is 2 months. I feel like if I took a 2-month break from Azteca / Chrysalis level enemies, by the time I got back to, you know, Azteca / Chrysalis, I would be less stressed when I'm here and less like, you know, I'm not gonna say annoyed, but more like in pain, because you can see it started happening towards the end of Azteca. Honestly, towards the middle of Azteca, I started getting more and more, I don't know how to say it, like, not really stressed, also that's annoying. I started getting less and less enthusiastic about recording. Every time I was still into the swing of things. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna wake up and record a video every single day, and I strove to do that. I said to myself, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna break that schedule, which is what I did for approximately, a while. And the problem with that is I feel like every single time I recorded, I felt like I wanted to do it less and less and less. And by the end of Azteca, you could probably tell I was not feeling it. I wasn't into it. I had Calvin come in for an episode or two just because I was so, like, bored and not happy. Then you have, gosh, I really need a Gorsh. I need that, Shadow Pip. But, by the beginning of Chrysalis, you can definitely tell I was not... It's funny, because I said to myself, I'm kind of like a workaholic a little bit, if you didn't know. Like, I'm not strictly like, I need to work all the time. It's more just like, I prefer it a little bit, because it kind of gives me something to do. But then again, I also don't. But the thing is that I said at the end of Azteca, I said, I'm going to take a break. I'll see you guys in like a week, because by that point, I was completely, like, bored of the game, completely destroyed, and it would only stress me out. And God, can I please get a Shadow Pip? Every time I played the game, I was getting, I'm not using a Shadow Pip, but I was getting more and more bored. And then I kind of went against myself and my instincts, which I shouldn't have done, and I started Chrysalis 2 days later. I uploaded, I think I missed Saturday and Sunday. I didn't miss it. I recorded something else in the meantime. I think that was when I recorded some Lego episodes. I think I recorded 3 Lego episodes. And I uploaded 2 of them. And then I uploaded Chrysalis again. Obviously, that wasn't the right way to go, considering I started thinking more and more. I was like, I just don't want to record. What else can I record? Yada, yada, yada. That's kind of where the guides came from originally, was me being like, I don't want to record. And so I was like, what do I do? I don't want to do Chrysalis. What do I do at all? And I was like, oh, okay. I'll do guide videos, because I love teaching. And I would, it's better for me to do that than to continue stressing myself out, which I did. I recorded 2 guides. I think I recorded Wiz, and then I, switched it up a little bit and started recording some other things. And that's what I've been doing since, recording other things. I recorded, what's it called? I recorded Star Wars The Old Republic, which, I haven't really abandoned that series. I'm just putting that on hold as well, just because, I kind of want to do other things right now. I'm trying not to start too many series and then never finish them, because I feel like that's, the sign of running out of ideas. And, these series aren't done. I'm just balancing between them. It isn't even really a balance, but I'm shifting between them. And, recently, I've kind of said to myself, I've taken enough of a break from Wiz. I'm still throwing in some other content there, because I don't want to be a pure Wiz YouTuber. I want to have more variety to my channel, and that's what I've kind of done. I've thrown in some other content, thrown in some other stuff. I am going to wait to Rage Bull until... I'm gonna wait till next round. But, I've kind of gotten back in the swing of things a little bit. I feel like I'm ready to kind of come back to Wiz a bit. What was it? I think I did... Did I do a Wizard 101? I did two Let's Play, co-op Let's Play series episodes. I did a normal Wiz episode. I did 2 Minecraft videos, and now I'm back on this video. I think I feel like that's a good balance, is to do kind of like a either one half Wiz, one half something else, or like a maybe 3 Wiz videos for every 5 videos. You know, stuff like that. I feel like is the way to go about it. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So, if I had to guess, tomorrow's video is probably going to be a Wizard 101 episode. If not, it's going to be something maybe Minecraft related or something like that. But, you know, stuff like that. That's just the plan. You know, I'm sorry if I disappoint you with my plans, but it's just, you know, I can't do all Wiz. It's physically impossible for me to do all Wiz. I can't do it. This episode wasn't that bad. I don't feel physically exhausted yet, which is, you know, good. I don't want to feel physically exhausted. But, you know, I am a little bit more tired, but I feel this feels good. Can you stop talking? Thank you. Jesus Christ, how much dialogue do you have? Okay, are you done? Thank you. But you know, that's the plan. That's the plan. Let's go. Let's go. Bada-da-boopy. So, I'm thinking, yeah, tomorrow will be Wiz. And then, you know, we'll go from there. If not Wiz, Minecraft. But, I do like recording Wiz. It's not that I hate it, don't get me wrong. It just leaves me tired. Which, I think if I went back to the early game, I wouldn't be as tired recording Wiz. I think it's just because Khrysalis is boring. My problem is that even the soundtrack, it's not a bad soundtrack, don't get me wrong, it's a good soundtrack. But God, I'm so tired of it already. The good thing about usually with Wiz soundtracks is that you aren't really tired of hearing them by the end of the world, because there's a few different ones, and the worlds only end up taking you, you know, a couple hours, at max, like 5 to 10 hours in there, and even then, that's pushing it. The problem with Khrysalis is when did I start Khrysalis? Like, if you look at it, I think I must have started it at episode 80. It is now episode 94, so we have 14 Khrysalis videos. It's going to be at 16 when we're halfway done with the world. Now, I just want to say that, like, that is a lot. Because 14 videos, if they're 30 minutes each, which 90% of them have been 30 minutes or above. Sorry, excuse me. What's that? 14 times 30? 14 times 3, 28 plus 14, which is 52. I should just do it on a calculator, because I can't. Let's do 30 times 14, which is 420. Ha, funny number. It was 42, not 52, by the way. And then divide that by 60, which is 7 hours. It's been 7 hours of playing, but even then that's lowballing it. It's probably closer to 10 hours to 15 at this point, which is a lot, you know. It is a lot. And, you know, I think that's the problem, is when you hear it just that much, it's just stressful. For example, Wizard City is around 2.5 hours long. Crocotopia is probably around 3. Marleybone's around 2.5. Mushu probably around 4 or 5. Dragonspire probably around 7 to 8. And that's because it's a longer world overall, but you can deal with it. It's a little bit boring, but you can deal with it. The problem with Azteca and Khrysalis is that they're too long. And, you know, I'll always say that. I think King's Isle definitely needs to nerf the worlds a little bit, which they have. I just think that they should get the bosses. Like, if the boss's health is up here, go like this. Just, like, set those bosses that have 27k health to have, like, 20k health. It doesn't seem like much of a difference, but it would make a difference in the long run. But I think that's it for this episode. Next episode, we'll be finishing up the first part of Crescent Beach, and then the next episode after that will be the end of Crescent Beach. So if you enjoyed, please drop a like, hit the sub button. I'm still saying 290 by the end of July. And yeah, I'll see you next episode. Have a fantastic day.